Today we are going to talk about how to train your dog basic commands. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Training your dog basic commands is an important part of building a strong and positive relationship with your furry friend. Not only will it make them easier to live with, but it will also keep them safe and well-behaved. In this article, we will discuss the basics of how to train your dog basic commands. The first command that every dog should learn is sit. To teach your dog to sit, stand in front of them with a treat in your hand. Hold the treat in front of their nose and slowly move it up and over their head. As they follow the treat with their nose, their hind end will naturally lower to the ground. As soon as their rear end touches the ground, say sit and give them the treat. Repeat this process several times a day until your dog can sit on command. The next command that your dog should learn is stay. To teach your dog to stay, start by having them sit in front of you. Hold up your hand, palm facing them, and say, stay. Take one step back and wait for a few seconds. If your dog stays put, give them a treat and praise. If they move, simply guide them back to the spot where you asked them to stay and try again. With practice, your dog will learn to stay for longer periods of time. The come command is also a crucial one for your dog to learn. To teach your dog to come, start by having them on a leash and in a sitting position. Call their name and say, come. As soon as they start to move towards you, give them a treat and praise. If they don't come, gently pull on the leash and guide them towards you while repeating the command. Another important command to teach your dog is heel. To teach this command, have your dog on a leash and start walking forward. If your dog is walking beside you, calmly say heel and give them a treat. If your dog is pulling ahead, stop and wait for them to come back to your side before you start walking again. The last command to teach your dog is leave it. This command is useful when you want your dog to leave something alone, like a dangerous object or food on the floor. To teach this command, place a treat or toy on the floor and say, leave it. If your dog goes for it, immediately say, no, in a firm voice and guide them away from the object. Once they are away, give them a treat and praise. It's important to note that consistency is key when training your dog basic commands. Be sure to use the same words and hand signals every time you give a command. Also, reward your dog with treats and praise when they do what you asked. This way they will understand that they did the right thing. In conclusion, training your dog basic commands is an important part of building a strong and positive relationship with your furry friend. With patience, consistency, and positive reinforcement, you can teach your dog to obey basic commands and make them a well-behaved and safe companion. Remember to keep training sessions short and fun, and to always end with a positive note.